Morning, good morning, good morning. Stocks go up, stocks go down, then we see. Okay. What happens today? All about this PCE. Think about it. Micron's news is that bad. Okay, so let me give you a little story about. It's not about Micron, but it's about U.S. Steel. U.S. Steel years ago, I mean, we're talking 15 plus years ago, was making $22. $22. And they beat, kind of like Micron, they beat. But they guided down. And they guided the next quarter down to $14. Not $14, I'm sorry, $4. $4. Okay? They're making 22, so they're making 5 something. 5 a quarter. So $22 a year. So they effectively got it down from like 5, I think it was $5.60 to $4. And the stock didn't really go down. And then the next 2 days later, it started going down 20 points a day. 20 points a day. And it went all the way down up from 220 to 100. And I'm like, Jesus, what's going on? I mean, they're still going to make $16. A year later, 1 year later, they didn't make any money. 6 months after that, they lost $5. They lost $5. This is Micron. Micron made $2 2 quarters ago. Next quarter, they're going to make 4 cents. Probably 0. They'll probably make less than 4 cents. And the quarter after that, they're going to lose 50 cents. And the stock's going to implode. They're going to make 4 cents next quarter because they cut the amount of investment they have in machines and all this other stuff by 50%. Think about it. That's why they're going to make 4 cents. If they didn't cut, they would have lost 40 cents or 50 cents next quarter. Why is this not down $15? You know why? Because the market is on hope. People are buying hope. And that hope at some point goes away. Does it go away today? I don't know. But at some point it goes away. You can see what's happening. Yesterday, a very interesting play, this 3640 ES. It gets to 3641. You could actually buy ES at 3641, but you have to put in the stop right away. A $2 stop, 3639. And 8 times from there, it hasn't broke, so you stop when it never got hit. And it goes up anywhere between 5 and 30. It went up 5.6 times, and it went up 30 once. And then never breaks. Then there was one time it did break yesterday. It went way down. So you'd have got stopped out for 2 points. You'd have lost 2 points. But you'd have made 30 plus another 5, so another 30 points. Very interesting. And it comes back to the same number. And it's over that number yesterday. Think about it. It closed at 36.54 yesterday. It popped back up every single time. So I don't know what's going on with that. It could be end of quarter buying. It could be end of quarter buying. I don't know. That they don't want to keep it because they want to show their books back. Bad. Maybe. SDX was up 24 earlier. Now it's only up 3. So yesterday the PCE came out for the second quarter. So they averaged the 3 and they give you with a revision, and it was like 7.3. So from what I understand, they're expecting 4.6. Jesus, 4.6. It's a drastic drop. So I would think if it comes in at 5 or 6, we're down 200. If it comes in at 3, in the 3s, 3.5, 3.6, 3.7, 3.8, 3.9, we're up 200. I don't know. I don't know. But here's what I know. Everything is bad, and they may be holding this up till Monday, and then the crater Monday. Interesting, right? Interesting. Very, very strange action. Very strange action. So you just got to chill, and you don't get a lot of time to trade things. You got to take your profits. Very interesting, right? Interesting. So that's what we know. That's what we know. If you go look, so this is what I've been saying about Twitter the whole time. All these message streams that between Elon and the board of Twitter and people and Jack and everybody else. Very interesting. Elon knows what I know, and I told you this. The reason Twitter isn't fixing itself with the bots, the fake Sams, I mean, there's 200 fake Sams. 200 fake Sams. So, why is it okay for them to have 200 fake Sams? Because then they can claim we have 200 more accounts. And then, let's say you have Jim Cramer and he has 1,000 fake accounts. Just making up stuff. They have 1,000 more accounts. Oh, look at all the accounts we have. Think about a company and the board, they're doing that. And then they go tell advertisers. And this is why the advertisers themselves are pretty ignorant. Advertisers in general are very ignorant. I told you what they're doing with the Netflix. Very, very ignorant. I mean, if somebody pitched this to me, I'd kick the guy out. I'd fire him. I'd fire the ad company. I'd fire everybody. Think about it. Because to me, if you work for me, it's about being smart. Think about this. So if, let's say, somebody's going to go out there and advertise. Okay? So they're going to go advertise on Twitter. And they're going to send it to 500 people. And they're going to send it to probably 15 of Sam's fake accounts, just making up stuff. Think about that. So you're still paying for all these things. Doesn't make any sense. And I told you the Netflix. So why is Netflix going up? Netflix numbers are going to shit. Their ad-tiered model isn't coming in yet. It's not ready to make huge strides. But they're charging 50% more than everybody else. But the whole concept, we're going to charge more to advertise to people that don't have money. Okay? So go to a CEO and say, if you put it this way, if they say, oh my God, if people in Netflix, you can see my ad. Or you go tell them, we need to pay more so people that don't have money can see our ad. He'll tell you, Jesus, insanity, utter insanity, right? So that's what I know. So when we break, and I don't know when we break, maybe today, maybe not, it's going to implode. The things are getting worse. Well, nobody in all the stuff I read on Micron yesterday said they're only going to make 4 cents next quarter because of the cost cuts. Jesus, or they would have lost money. If you would have said that, it would have imploded. It would have imploded. Lam Research. I told you CapEx. CapEx is the amount of money they spend buying the wafers, the machines, all the material to create the chip. They're going to cut that by 50%. Wow. Wow. Okay? Interesting. Think about all the stuff that's happening. Amazon's doing another Prime Day. Why are they doing another Prime Day? Now, some people say think about it. CNBC says they're getting ahead of the curve. They're starting the Christmas season early. I'll tell you, I would put it a different way. Their numbers aren't good enough. They need more revenue. Interesting, right? Nike, straight down. There's no reason to buy up on any earnings. They don't go up. They don't go up, so why would you do that? Today, watch, if we implode, this LRCX should be 340, but you're going to need the market to implode. The market is running on hopes, and it's running on this 3640 number, and it's just holding, and it's holding, and it's holding. Tesla AI Day, nothing. Nothing. Now, let me give you the last bit, because in general, half the employees are not that smart. Okay, guys, I'm just telling you. Half the people you meet are not very smart. If Tesla used to give you 1,000 shares when the stock was at 1,000, if you started work there, you got 1,000 shares. Okay? I'm just making stuff up. Then if you started work today, they still give you 1,000 shares. Everybody's going to say, oh my God, Tesla gave me 1,000 shares. But before, if it went up $100, it really went up $300. So your 1,000 would have went up $300. Now it only goes up $100. They should be giving you 300 shares. I already talked to some HR people. They're saying, Sam, Jesus, how are you so smart? I said, this is just common sense. If Google used to give you 1,000 shares, they don't give you 20,000 shares now. They may give you 2 or 3. So what they're paying for employees got cut drastically. And the employees are like, oh my God, Google's giving me 3,000 shares. Google will probably never get to $1,000 again for the rest of their life. Never. Because $1,000 would be $20,000. Probably never get there. And now somebody put out a thing this morning that the ad rates drastically are dropping. Didn't go down. They're saying they're drastically dropping. Wow. Wow. But people have gotten accustomed to making a ton of money. Okay? To making a ton of money. And that is now changing. That is now changing. Then we see. Interesting. Okay? Ronnie's saying Home Depot already has Christmas decorations out. Interesting. Interesting. So think about this. Oh, let's go one more thing, and then we'll get going. But you see, today we don't know. We don't know. Right now, numbers don't matter. You got to see what happens with the PCE. What I tell you doesn't matter. That's why I'm giving you all this information. Okay? So Kevin's talking about what would it cost to figure out the real smarter trader. So here's the thing. They can give you a check mark, and then all those fake accounts start going away. We applied for a check mark. And I know lots of people that applied for a check mark. They don't give it to you because they don't want to. But go read Elon's texts. Jack said what I said. He basically said that, or Elon said, the numbers of Twitter go to hell. You lose more than 2/3 of your users. And all your advertising model completely implodes. If they start wiping out all these accounts. And it's so easy to do. It's not hard to do. It's very easy to do. Interesting, right? Interesting. Okay, so that's what we know. SPX, very straightforward here. There's 3640, but it's not that. It has to take out 3600. 3600 down, SPX, and then 3589 is a big number. Anything under that and you have a collapse. And anything over 3731 can rip this to 3800 on the squeeze. Okay? Then we see. CMG, 1491 down, 1572 up. NVIDIA, 119, 116 down, 126 up. Lam Research, 356, 351. This thing should be 350 in open. Why is it not 350? Ridiculous. 372 up. Micron, see if it hits 47. The dollar's up 41 cents. If the dollar goes up 2 cents, the market's going to implode. UNH, doing nothing in no man's land. Apple, 139, 136, 151 up. BIIB, it's in no man's land now. They have to submit, and then from the date of submittal, there's 6 months. So you're looking at 7, 8, 9 months on it. Nike, 81. Amazon, 313, 309. I'm sorry, 113, 109. Sava, stop moving. They stopped moving. I still don't understand the whole concept. Why wouldn't somebody post an article? I mean, you could destroy companies. Why wouldn't somebody just write an article and say, why did Sava tell you they didn't get a letter? Explain that to me. Why did Sava tell you they didn't get a letter? Doesn't make any sense. You don't have to say anything. You never said that they stopped the thing. You never said anything. MDB, 191, 182. Snowman, 177, 182. Netflix, 352 is a breakup, probably to 372, and then you short the shit out of this thing and go right back down. NOW, very strong this morning, 396. Tesla, 382. Into the Tesla numbers on Saturday, Sunday. Delivery numbers. How high are they? Does it rip to 300? Maybe. Enphase, no man's land. No man's land, not doing nothing. 271 down, 252, 306 up. First Solar, monster upgrade yesterday went down. So we said, just wait. It's in no man's land. No man's land. LNG continues to move higher. This got all the way down to 156. Now right back up. Moderna can't get out of its own way. That's what we know. How to play when you say CMG 1491. Do you buy a put at 1491? No, you do not buy a put for 1491. What that's telling you is if it gets near 1491 and it breaks, then it goes lower, or it bounces at 1491. The numbers are resistance points and possible where it goes. So like Lam Research, 351. If it gets near 351, if it gets to say 356, it's going to be on its way to 351. But it's a bounce area, or it's a support area. If it breaks, then it goes lower. That's what those numbers are. But what do you see Sam do all the time? At numbers, Sam sells. Our SPX is 15 or 18, and we sell it. Sometimes it goes to 35 because it breaks that number, and we could have got 18 more points. But sometimes it bounces from there, and that 16 goes to 0 within seconds. What happened 2 days ago? Those 3720s we had bought at 3 went to 9. We sold them. Went to 16 within 5 minutes. Went to 16. And with 5 minutes left in the market, it dropped to 0. Interesting. That's what we know. Guys. All about this number. Let's see what happens. We'll start tweeting once it comes out. Everybody have a great trading day. See you, chances.